Hey guys, this is Annette. I'm just going to demonstrate how I create my pictures to use for my Amazon listings. First of all, there's three different programs that I use. The first one is called ScreenPresso. It's a free program. You are allowed up to 400 pictures, and if you get anywhere near that, you can just delete them and just use the program free forever. I've had the program for about 3 years. Um, if a pop-up comes up, you can just exit out the pop-up and delete it. And then I use PowerPoint to remove the backgrounds. If you don't have PowerPoint, you can go to eBay and get it from eBay. You can download PowerPoint from the internet. Go to eBay for a license key for about $5 or around $5. I wouldn't pay no more than 10, but it's really cheap and it's a one-time charge. And then I use Microsoft Paint to change the pixels of the picture before I upload to Amazon. So I've already taken some screenshots of I was doing women's coats. So I've already taken a few screenshots. So when you're looking for pictures, you got to think, once you take out the background, right? Like, you have to decide if you want the person or not. If you want the person, think of all of the things in the picture that you want to remove. Like, if you remove the woman's hand, you'll have white space. So this wouldn't be a good picture if you wanted to remove the person. But if you just wanted to remove the background, it's an excellent picture to remove the background. And then you want to make sure the background and the image are two different colors. If it's really close together, like this white wouldn't really, you really wouldn't, you can, well, it doesn't really have a background, it doesn't have it, but sometimes you have a person's name here, and if you wanted to remove this name, like this picture here, so if it was this white coat with a name here and you wanted to get rid of the name, that's really easy to do. But this picture like this is probably good enough to use. This is a really good picture to do because the coat and the background is a contrast and you just want to get rid of the name on the side. Alright, so we got enough pictures, so we're gonna, let's see which one let's do this one first. So I'm just gonna double click, I'm gonna copy and exit, and then I'm gonna go over to PowerPoint to a blank screen, and I'm gonna paste the picture there. I'm gonna enlarge it so that it's easier to see when I remove it. So I'm going to double click on the picture, and then it pulls up the picture format tools. You click on remove background. So once you click on remove background, you pull this out so that you don't really need to go that far. That much. And it actually automatically removed everything except this little background in here. So you can say mark areas to remove, and you have this little pencil, and then you just drag it, and then once you have enough, you let it go, and you see how it actually took the background out of there. And that's it. Then you click on keep changes, so now you have a really clear picture of, I don't know what this piece is here. What was that? Oh, that was actually in the picture. It looked like they already photoshopped it. Anyway, it looks kind of funny, but they've already photoshopped it before it was even on Ali. So okay, so here's a picture. So you have that one. We go back to ScreenPresso, get another picture. Let's get this one, double click on it, copy exit. You go here to PowerPoint, you paste it, enlarge the picture, double click on the picture, remove background, and I only want this, so I'm gonna just drag this over here, drag it down, and that in there. So now I'm going to move this, use this tool. This one may not get it because it's still the same color. See, the black leg and the black arm is still the same color. Let me see if it can distinguish to leave that. And it's just something that you just kind of play with a little bit. Remove is a little bit more black in there. I think that's enough. And then it looks like they removed the tag. You can leave that. If you leave it like that, it's going to turn white. So if you don't want it to be white, you say keep it, whatever tag that was. Oh, it was already white. Okay. So then you say keep changes. So now you have your nice little coat with no background picture. So say this was your item and this was your offer. And I just usually just put it wherever, anywhere on the picture. And then I go back, I use the same ScreenPresso, and then I get as much as, I kind of crop it. Now remember, you have to kind of keep it square. So you're going to get a little bit more. And I just kind of eyeball it. That's not really a square. Let's do it again. Let's see, start over a little bit more. Try to do that. Looks like a square to me. And so that picture went into ScreenPresso. So I'm going to double click on that picture again. This is the picture that I just did. Copy and exit. Then I'm going to go to Paint. I'm going to do File, New, and then I'm going to paste the picture in Paint. And then I'm going to, you see there's all this white space. You want to get rid of that. Let's see, I have about 250 on this side. So I'm just going to click on this and drag it up to about here. See, now it's not a square, but that's not the idea of this. What you can do before you bring it over is in PowerPoint, you can make it look more of a square before you upload it, because this is a rectangle. So okay, so then I click on resize, and then I click on pixels. So the biggest size is 350. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to change that to 1000. Or let me see something. I don't really need that much if I wanted to do that. That looks more of a square. So then I'm going to resize it. Not that I would use that picture, because that doesn't really look like a good picture. It's almost a square. It's 260. Excuse me, 260 and 286. But this is still the longest side. So I'm just going to hit 1000 on this side, and then 919 on the other side is pretty good. That's usually what I get, between 1000 and then 800 or better on the other side. Most of the time I'll have 1000 on the top end. So then I click OK. So now it looks distorted, but it's really not. It's zoomed out a lot. So we're going to go to View and Zoom In. So now this is the actual picture. Okay, and you can zoom in a little bit, but when it goes to, it looks distorted a little bit, but I do this all the time. And when you go to Amazon, it does not look distorted at all. So then you do File, you hover over Save As. All my pictures are in JPEG. So then I click on JPEG, and then it goes to your wherever your pictures are, and then you name it whatever you want. And I'll just hit sample because I don't really want that picture. And then you hit save, and then you replace it, and you have your picture. And then you know how to upload pictures to Amazon. But that's pretty much it. But the whole process takes me, once I have the picture, it takes me less than 5 minutes to do that. Guys, let me know if you have any questions.